Right, Bex, welcome to the Overlap. We're in Qatar, which is, to be fair, about as windy as Manchester at this moment in time. I'm going to ask you 29 quick-fire questions because that is the minute that you scored your first World Cup goal against Colombia. And the first question is, what's your favourite TV programme?
Only Fools and Horses.
Still?
I love Friends, but Only Fools and Horses is always a favourite.
Favourite band?
Stone Roses. Stone Roses.
Favourite meal? Is it still that stuff
pie
from...
and mash.
Oh.
Pie and mash and liquor and jelly deals.
You have to get a picture of this stuff. It's like green. It's not like our pie and mash up in Manchester. It's like...
It's proper pie and mash.
Favourite drink? I'm going to go alcoholic drink first. Are we allowed to talk about alcohol on television?
Of course. Red wine.
Favourite holiday destination?
Wine country, maybe Tuscany.
What's the best goal you've ever scored?
Greece. Goal against Greece.
Not
at Old
the
Trafford.
not the halfway line one, no?
Actually, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah,
halfway line.
say the halfway line.
The halfway line,
Yeah.
to be fair, put you on the map, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. How many tattoos do you have? I was reading on the internet and it said you either got 67 or 80. Do you know the number?
I probably have 81 now. Individual 81, yeah.
I remember your first one.
I know. Because I had it done and then I stayed at your house. No, that was the second one. So the first one was Brooklyn on the bottom of my back. The second one was when I had it, was the angel. And I was sleeping at your house at the time and it stuck to the bed. And
Which is your favourite tattoo?
favourite tattoo?
Where's the tattoos come from, by the way? What was it? Just
My dad.
your dad?
Yeah, my dad. My dad obviously he's got old school like ships and things like that, and he's got mum and dad. And my favourite way, it's hard to pick a favourite one.
Go on, favourite
to be
one.
honest. Kids' names.
Kids' names.
And Victoria's. Throw that one in.
What's the one thing that you do that annoys Victoria at home?
I think I have a couple. I have a couple of things. I've got this. That does it.
That's from the boss. That's from the boss.
She doesn't love that.
Why do you do that? You have always done it though, haven't you?
I've not always done it. Maybe for the last 15 years. There's probably a couple of other things as well I do that annoy her, to be honest. I'm very clean and she's not. As in, I'm tidy.
She does wash though. She
washes. Yeah, she washes. From time to time.
What do you like most about retirement?
I think that I can do other things that I couldn't when we were playing, because obviously when you play, everything's so regimented. You have to eat the right things, drink the right things. You can't travel, and I think the travelling part is the part that I love.
What's the best hairstyle you've ever had?
Apart from this one, I always liked the skinhead. I always loved the skinhead because it was easy. You just didn't have to do anything with it, so I loved the skinhead.
Would you go back there again, skinhead?
Yeah.
What's the hairstyle that's caused the most controversy?
You tell me.
Is it the mohawk?
You know better. Probably the mohawk. Well,
how long did that last? How long did that last, the mohawk?
It lasted until the gaffer saw it, and then it had to go. And then he made me shave it in the changing room. Mohawk and probably the cornrows. Cornrows.
What's the cornrows?
Do you remember Nelson Mandela?
Oh, the things, though.
Yeah. I had those done in the south of France when I'd had a glass of rosé.
What's the favourite outfit you've ever worn? That you remember, the iconic picture that you think, yeah, that's when I looked
I look good.
Yeah.
I always felt I looked good. I look back now and I'm not sure I did, but I always felt that I was always wearing the right thing at the time.
I've never asked you this, and I should know really. Where did the fashion come from? I know you were always fashion, but did some of it come from Victoria? Did some of it come from external advice? Did some of it come from you?
To be honest, people always thought that Victoria had a big influence over what I was wearing, the decisions that I was making with hairstyles or tattoos or, the clothes that I was wearing. But I always made, the decision of wearing a full leather outfit or a full denim outfit or whatever I was wearing at the time. I just loved fashion. I loved wearing different things and different clothes and things like that.
And to be fair, the more people told you not to wear something, that was the worst thing you could do with you, wasn't it?
The worst thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're stubborn as hell, aren't you?
I don't think I've changed. I'm still the same now. Even if someone says to me, "Don't do it," I will do it.
The best player you've ever played with, more simple.
The best player I've ever played with,
Yeah.
apart from you, Zidane.
Close. Favourite city in the world?
London.
Still? You're still happy on about it?
Of course. That's why you spend so much time down there.
I know, yeah, it's a bit better with that. I used to hate it, but then...
All of you lot did. Oh, London, East London, all Cockneys, flash Cockneys. You're all down there now. Oh, can you book me a restaurant? But he texted me the other day. Bex, can you get me in this restaurant?
What's the best thing about having David Beckham? You always get a seat in a restaurant. It's unbelievable. It's incredible. The contacts are incredible. Your childhood idol?
Brian Robson.
We know that. We know that one. Which of your children do you most see in yourself?
It's an obvious thing. I see a bit of me in all of the kids. The stubbornness of Romeo. He's got my stubborn side. The kindness of Harper, I'd say. Brooklyn is a softie and he's very caring. And Cruz, because Victoria's always said that I'm quite funny and nobody knows that. Which I thought people did know that. But Cruz is quite a character, so I'd like to say Cruz has got, you know, my kind of character and funny side. So a bit of all of them.
What do you do first thing in the morning when you wake up? What does your morning look like?
Well, I first do a cup of coffee. Actually, well, I wake the kids up first and then I have a cup of coffee. I love coffee.
Do you?
Mm.
What coffee do you drink?
I go from...
It's not Nescafe, is it?
Do you know, the weird thing is, and I'm going to sound like a right knob now. In London, I have just black coffee.
Right.
In the countryside, I have a latte. So I do so. It makes me sound a bit of a knob, but I don't know why. I never have a latte in London, and I never have black coffee in the countryside.
Why is that?
I don't know.
When you were younger, I would have said definitely you were a city boy. Definitely in the city. You're always driving around. You're always driving around the city all the time. At night time.
I love countryside.
So the countryside now.
Always loved the country. But I love the combination. I love the fact that obviously during the week I'm in London because the kids are at school. But then, you know, weekends I'm in the countryside. And I love being in the country.
Favourite thing to cook?
I make a good paella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also make a great ragu sauce. But
is that bolognese where we come from?
yeah, it's bolognese in Berry. Ragu sauce with fresh pasta, but I make a good paella with chicken, squid, shrimp.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. What's your favourite other sport?
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Is that a new thing, or is that something... It was never basketball. Is that because of the America?
I just love everything about basketball. The entertainment side, they're real athletes.
Yeah.
And so I love everything about basketball.
Who's your favourite basketball player?
Kobe. Kobe was, because you know, I was in LA at a time where, you know, he was unbelievable. I mean, he was always unbelievable, but you know, the championships that they were winning at that time, you know, the rivalry between Lakers and the Celtics. Kobe was just a different animal. You know, we've grown up, you know, when we go and watch a sporting event, you stay there until the last second, until that whistle goes. And I was the same at basketball games. People hated going with me to a basketball game because normally, if the game's done with 2 minutes to go, you get up and leave. I stayed there to watch Kobe walk off that court because he was just an unbelievable athlete, an unbelievable person, and just the best.
Your favourite Spice Girls song?
Say You'll Be There.
Why? Because that's only Victoria.
That was the one. That was the one where we were sat in separate beds in our room.
Did Georgia or Moldova?
Moldova, I think.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Did you invite Victoria to the Players' Lounge a couple of weeks later? Did you tell me that you can come clean?
Absolutely. Social media wasn't like part of our lives then. No. I had no. Yeah. I just found out that she was there. It was just, I don't know, just meant to be, I suppose, Gary.
Favourite superhero?
Batman.
Am I rubbing?
I just like his outfit.
Phil or Gary?
For what?
For what? Do you want me to be a manager or Phil?
Phil, let's say
Phil, yeah. How many of Gary Neville's 35 Premier League assists were for David Beckham?
quite a few, I'd say. No?
One.
One? Maybe one. Let's say one.
One player from the past that you'd love to have played with, so someone that was playing before you started.
Bobby Charlton.
You're always your hero, aren't you, Bobby Charlton?
He was my dad's hero. That's why my middle name's Robert.
I didn't know that, you know.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
And you won the Bobby Charlton Soccer School, didn't you?
Yeah. So I'd love to have played with Sir Bobby.
Whilst I was taking long throws in Bury.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Right, finally, a last-minute free kick. You can't choose yourself. Who would you want on it?
Zidane. Zizou.
Brilliant. Bex, cheers, mate. Good to see you.